why most e-com brands fail
is because they don't have a strategy. Trust me, this is going to be a downfall. AI will replace people.
With retention marketing, you can retarget them in a very cheaper price. You're doomed to fail because every other brand is doing that.
Either you do it best or you don't do it at all. Yo guys, welcome to yet another video. So today I have Roshan, the founder and the owner of Rodex Mails, and we have Ankit Poudel, co-founder of 360 Funnels. So in this video, I'm gonna ask everything about email marketing, e-commerce, and like where the retention marketing is heading in 2025, especially for e-commerce. And I'm gonna ask a couple of questions about AI. Is AI capable of writing email copies or like doing email automations and everything? I'm gonna ask everything.
Let's start from Ankit, okay? So where do you think e-commerce and email marketing is heading in 2025?
It's heading into 2025 with a good standard. And I think the only thing that most people don't realize is that email marketing is not just email marketing. If you are an email marketer, you will go out of business. You have to position yourself as a retention marketer. Now, you're selling the solution and not the service, right? So if you're moving to 2025 with just basic flows and templates, trust me, this is going to be a downfall.
All right. What do you think about it, bro?
What Ankit said is definitely correct. If you are just using basic copy-paste templates and campaigns, flows, you're doomed to fail because every other brand is doing that. Best thing you can do is have an in-house team with all the copywriters and designers and account managers to handle your email and SMS for your brand. But that is not a cost-effective option. It can cost relatively very high just to have all those in place, and to manage them is another problem. So the best thing you can do is hire an established agency who has been doing email and SMS for quite some time now. They know what's working in the market and they are familiar with the industry as well. So that's the best step you can do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, think about it, right? So when you're hiring a bunch of people, not only are you paying their full-time fee or like full-time payment, but you're also taking care of their insurance, you're taking care of their funds, right? And at the same time, you're spending countless hours in a month just to make sure that they're doing the right thing. Now, if you hire an agency who already have those people in place, they have the experience of working with brands similar to yours, and they have a system of management, that's just going to save you time. Now, if you do it by yourself, sure, the turnover might be a bit faster, like a day or two, but it's going to cost you more in terms of time and energy. As an e-commerce business owner or as a business owner in general, your best bet is choosing something or choosing an option that saves you time and makes you money at the same time. And that is an agency at the moment.
I'm sure you guys are aware about like how AI is evolving nowadays, like especially in 2025, and how it's going to be a game changer for any kind of business, and do you think AI will replace like too many jobs? Let's say, for example, copywriters or email marketers, because like AI is already doing a lot of things in terms of automation, like making people's lives easier and stuff. So what's your take on this?
Okay. I think the work replace is quite strong. I don't think the copywriters are going to be completely replaced by AI. It's just going to make their work much easier, right? Because understanding the brand, understanding what to bring, what kind of copies to write, what kind of new ideas to put in the table. AI can write the general copies and everything, but coming up with the ideas, coming up with strategies, only a good copywriter can do that. So even though the principles could be same, but the imaginative thing about copywriting, the ideas that you can bring in the table, the thing about understanding the customer, well, only a person can do that. Only a good copywriter can do that. So AI is not going to replace copywriter. It's just going to make their work progress much smoother. Yeah. Anything you want to add, Ankit?
Yeah, so I think what needs to be understood is that AI will replace people. Now, bad copywriters or decent copywriters or email marketers will get replaced by AI, but good copywriters or email marketers will leverage AI to take those copywriters out. Right? And I think what most people don't understand is when they talk about AI for email marketing, they just think about copywriting, right? Or for like something else. But here's the thing, if you actually want to use AI to its fullest potential, you have to use AI in data analysis. Now, AI is smarter than us, AI knows more than us, AI has access to so much more data, or is so much more smarter than us. Now, if we can just use that AI in analyzing the data that is given out there in the internet, like given through, let's say, Klaviyo or any other platform or Shopify, this is where you're winning. Because here's the thing, it's not just about what text you send. It's about what kind of message you send to whom. And if you were to analyze the multiple stages of the customer journey and use AI for analyzing that entire funnel, this is where you win. And with the help of that, your copywriter and your designer can create a funnel or like build an email strategy based on the requirements of those particular people. Now, what you could do instead is, here's the thing, ChatGPT can now scan links. So you could just tell, let's say you're selling a product, let's say you're selling a phone, right? You could ask ChatGPT, I'm selling a phone. Now, based on all the data that is out there on the internet, what kind of people are more likely to buy the phone? What are the objections that people have when buying a phone? And all those questions. Based on that, you use those content on your email, and this is where you're using AI to its full potential, something like that.
So you guys must know that the ad cost is rising, especially in 2025. Like actually the cost per impression, like CPM has been increased by 20% as compared to last year, like this year. So like how do you think we can increase, let's say, lifetime value of the customer to retention marketing?
That's a great question, Manoj. The cost to acquire new customers has definitely increased, and it's been increasing day by day actually. And in the recent days, it has exponentially increased a lot. And that's where retention marketing science, because you can acquire a customer. It doesn't matter how expensive you acquire them, but to retarget them again and again, that's where retention marketing really shines. And customers, generally, once they have purchased or once they have done what they want to do with the brand, once they have increased with the brand, they don't really come back to it unless they want to. So with retention marketing, you can retarget them in a very cheaper price compared to ads. So with emails and SMS, you can keep reminding them about new events, about new product lineups, or anything that you have in your brands that's coming up or that's currently you're running. So that's where retention marketing science, and that's mainly it. With retention marketing, you can just make sure that you're retargeting the initial customers that you have acquired for lots of money and retarget them again and again for much cheaper.
Sounds great. And Ankit, I have the add-on question on this. So like what other strategies, like an e-com brand owners could use to increase customer lifetime value?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? It's not just about sending messages to buyers, but it's about what kind of messages are you sending to whom. Now, let's say if you're running a store that is in a skincare niche, right? Now, you have to understand that there are people with dry skin, there are people with oily skin, there are people who just want like a normal glow up. And if you send the same message, if you sell the same products to them without any concern for data, it's not going to work out, right? So what you have to understand, and this is where 2025, we're seeing the change in email marketing, is using the customer data. Let's say I'm buying only products for oily skin. And now if I receive a post-purchase flow where I'm being promoted products for dry skin, it's probably not going to resonate with me. I'm not going to buy it, right? I'm just wasting my time and efforts and money of Klaviyo by doing this. So what kind of product is sent to what kind of customers when? That's the question. So timing and offer are going to be the main aspects of what makes a proper retention marketing system good. And also what you could do is don't just rely on emails, right? Have SMS set up as well. Have people into a Discord server. Create a Facebook group with it. Have their address and send postcards. Because at the end of the day, what you're trying to build is a few loyal fans who are going to keep buying again and again and again from you. Now, this is built with trust and by increasing the touch points of how many times is your brand in touch points with that particular customer. And you can do that easily with email, because with ads, if you were to run a retargeting, that's probably going to cost more than what it costs to send an email. So probably that.
So we already know like most of the e-commerce brands will fail in 2025. Okay, and I'm gonna ask these guys like what would be the main reason or how they can survive in 2025. Okay, so I'll start from Ankit. So what do you think, Ankit, like why most e-com brands fail?
Is because they don't have a strategy. They just think they're running ads, having a bunch of products, and voila, you have sales. But I mean, bro, it's not 2017, right? You have to have a proper strategy, have a proper marketing system, know your unit economics, know what kind of people you're targeting, have proper creatives and everything. So I think,
Yeah, that makes sense. Like the strategy and system is the key to survive in 2025, of course. So Roshan, why do you think most e-com brands will fail in 2025?
As Ankit already mentioned, right? If you don't have a proper strategy, you can't just have email marketing and SMS marketing and all those plethora of email and SMS, right? You can just do default stuff. You need to have a proper strategy in place. You need to have a proper team in place. You can't just go out there and just do everything on your own, because you're not expert. You're definitely not expert in every field, right? So you must have a team who does know about what they are doing, actually understand your brand, right? And that's where most brands will fail, because they will do email and SMS, they will do all the retention marketing and stuff, but they won't do it in a proper way. And either you do it best or you don't do it at all. If you're doing it, why not just go the full way, right? And that's the most important part.
Yeah, I definitely agree with them. I mean, like, we've been talking about like marketing systems, like marketing strategies and everything, but I don't think marketing, like, only marketing is enough. You can't miss the business fundamentals, like, just focusing on marketing. Like, let's say if you have got like shitty products and like that doesn't solve, or that doesn't solve the certain problems like that you're claiming for, or something like that, like, and your product is not good, or let's say your other business fundamentals are not in the right place, like your marketing will do nothing, guys. So I think it's all about like what problem you solve and what kind of experience you give to your target audience or your customers. Let's say if you order like something and like it takes, let's say, like 4 weeks or like 2 months to receive that order,
Happens
like
a lot, during COVID.
I don't think like that kind of business will succeed in 2025. Like, it's all about like providing better service, better experience to the customers. Like, nowadays, like brands like Amazon, Shein, like they're focusing on speed. Like, speed is the really key, in any kind of business. Like, not just about delivering the product, but like optimizing, creating systems, like handling the operations and everything. Like, the speed is the key. What do you think?
That's so true, Manoj, because you can't just have one thing right in your business and expect to make sure that your business is running smoothly. So you can't just have a proper back-end system or a front-end system and then expect everything to run smoothly. You need to have proper team, proper people in place in every sector of your business, whether it be marketing or maybe product analyzing, or as Manoj said, delivering product in time. If you have a good product, you have good marketing, but you don't have a good customer support, your good customer experience, then that's going to create a very bad taste in your customers, right? Because you can't have a lot of things wrong and some of the things right. You must have most of the things right in correct place and make sure that everything is running smoothly. You need to make sure that correct people are in correct place.
It's not just about like having great products or marketing. Like, I think that's not only enough, like, I mean, you gotta have the unique value proposition as well. Like, you need to stand out. Thank you guys for coming in this podcast. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for your time. It was really great experience. I hope you guys learned something. So if you want more kind of videos like this, like, subscribe,